This is going to be a part 4, and I've been speaking on a topic called How to Wait for God's Appointed Time. How to wait for God's appointed time. Can I have the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 1? The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 1. A Bible says to me, to everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. Other translation says, an appointed time for every purpose under heaven. To everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. I have been saying this for quite some time. Sometimes when there is something in our heart and you're not meant to say certain things to a certain person until you get the clear sign, the go-ahead sign, and I call it the green light. And some of us, when we come into life, and sometimes we do make certain mistakes. And the mistakes are very simple, and instead of discerning in a situation, we tend to say certain things that you should have not said in the early stages of your life. And so here, the author Solomon is a very wise and a man who has got a lot of wisdom. And he starts to look at life and he starts to say, everything in life that we do is vanity, vanity, vanity. Everything is vain. And so in the process of vanity, sometimes we tend to miss God doing the bigger things in our life. Would you agree with me? In life, as we go through, there are certain things that we keep it, and there are certain things we tackle it, and there are certain things we'll say, we need to keep this in the shelf. Let's not look at it right now, but we have to look at it later on. But sometimes we become so eager, zealous in God, or so eager in life, not wanting to wait in life to have the best of the best scenario in your own personal life. We quickly want to replace someone in our life by basically trying to tell ourselves, this is what I want. And so, there are two things. One, you can be a go-getter, or the other one, you are going to be a go-getter, but a go-getter without a set, appointed, purposefully time. And so here, that Solomon starting to say, 12 chapters he starts to speak, and he starts to say to us, and he says, there is a certain, there's a season for everything. You see, I love watching Gardening Australia. I think Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock on Channel 2 will come through. And so when I watch this Gardening Australia, at the end of the program, it will say, for this month, it'll be good for you to plant potatoes. For this month, it'll be good for you to plant garlic. But there are some people, they won't plant garlic, they will plant bok choy. Bok choys are very good when it grows in summer, not in winter per se. There are some plants are very good to grow in winter, and there are some plants are not very good to grow in winter. So recently, I really love the leaf of the sweet potato. The sweet potato produces a whole lot of leaf, and it's like a ground creeper. It takes over the entire garden. When I heard it on the TV, and when I also checked it out, they said to me, don't plant sweet potato during winter period because it won't grow because of the frost. What did Reg Morais did? He started to plant, sweet potato last month. And I'm still waiting, where are the shoots? Where are the shoots? The shoots are not coming. The shoots will only come in summer. Can you see what I'm trying to say? We have got this narrative. We are a bunch of, stiff-necked people, very stubborn. When God says something to you, when your mom and dad say something to you, we don't tend to listen to them. I know everything. And so we are very experiential people. We have to make mistakes. God speaking to you back again. If God is speaking to you, are you doing what He's telling you to do? Or are you basically running your own show or your own narrative? You see, having your own narrative is nothing wrong. But having the narrative of God, it's something greater simply because someone is pointing his fingers or pointing the direction that where you are meant to go. Bible says in the book of